Welcome to my channel. Please like, comment, and subscribe. How does maritime law enforce work in international waters? Maritime law enforcement and the laws of the seas are regulated by a number of different countries. In addition, there are several international agreements for extending laws to international waters. International waters, or the high seas, make up a large portion of the waters found on the earth. While some people might believe they are free from any laws when on high seas, they are not. There are several global agreements in places as well as United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea. These laws help define specific areas of navigable waters and which maritime laws will apply. Navigable waters can be broken down into several different jurisdictional areas as follows. Internal waters. Internal waters are ships, ports, rivers, bays, lakes, and streams that are found within the boundaries of a country. The laws of that country apply to any vessel regardless of where it is registered while navigating on these waters. For instance, when a ship is docked in the port of New York, all New York and US laws apply to the vessel, its crew, and its passengers' territorial waters. Territorial waters are those that are within 12 miles from a country's coast. Practically all maritime laws of that nation apply, regardless of a ship's registry. So, if a maritime worker were to have an accident on board, they would be able to seek compensation for their injuries with the help from a maritime injury law firm under applicable laws of that country. Contiguous zone surface waters. These waters are those that extend from 12 miles up to 24 miles of a country's coast. In this water, a country has limited jurisdiction. Its laws can be extended to a vessel, its crew, and any passengers on board. However, the law only apply to the surface waters, not underground waters. And then continental self-underground waters. These waters apply to the line on the bottom of the seas that extends out from a country. The underground waters and land are protected under a nation's laws. These laws are the same as those used for territorial waters. And then continental subsurface water. The continental subsurface waters have limited restriction. Similar to the contiguous zone surface waters, in some cases, the territorial waters laws of that country would apply. In others, the contiguous zone laws of the country or the laws of the country where the ship was registered could apply. And then exclusive economic zone waters. These waters are afforded specific protection are allowed under United Nations Convention on Law of the Sea. Our country has specific rights over the research, exploration, and acquisitions of marine and natural resources, like oil, and this zone extends out 200 miles from the coastline of the country. Although the surface water beyond the contiguous zone would be considered international waters. Extended continental surface waters or underground waters. These waters cover a 12-mile area that begins at the baseline of a nation's coast. It can include both territorial and contiguous zone waters, where an accident or incident occurred would determine what laws would be applicable in international surface waters. For vessels in international waters, no nation holds sovereignty over the seas, rather the laws of the country where the ship is registered would apply. So, if the ship is registered to the nation kingdom, then the laws of the United Kingdom would apply in international underground or seabed waters. The International Seabed Authority or ISA regulates the law is in international underground and seabed waters. The regulation is limited to research and exploration, including that for purpose of natural resources, in cases where an accident or another incident would occur not related to ISA regulation, the laws of the country where the vessel is registered would apply. Who has legal jurisdiction over international waters? To one country has a legal jurisdiction over international waters, the United Nations Convention Law of the Sea prescribes how offenses are handled regardless to what nation's laws would apply. However, many nations have what is referred to as special maritime and territorial jurisdiction clauses which give them certain rights to claim jurisdiction. This means that there are some situations where a nation can exert its laws over international waters. For instance, if a United States citizen committed a crime and attempted to flee the country on board a ship registered to China, the U.S. could exert its special maritime and territorial jurisdiction in order to board the vessel while it is in international waters and remove the U.S. citizen. What if the vessel is not flying a flag of any country? Even if a vessel is not flying a flag, it doesn't mean it is immune. The vessel should still be registered to a country somewhere in the world. If a vessel is operating legal, then the laws of the country where it is registered would apply in most cases. Additionally, if a vessel is not flying a flag of any country, it is still subject to certain universal international laws applied to the high seas. The vessel can be subject to any nation's laws and could potentially be boarded legally by any country which suspects the vessel is attempting to hide certain activities or operate outside international accepted laws. And then what happens when a personal injury accident occurs in international waters? If a vessel workers or passengers are injured while on board in international waters, then the personal injury laws of the ship's registered nation typically apply. For example, if a crew worker is injured when an overhead cable snaps and hits them, they are eligible for compensation as afforded by the nation the ship is registered with. If the vessel is registered in the United States, then personal injury laws as prescribed under the Jones Act might apply. In other cases, a number of other maritime laws or acts could provide compensation for personal injuries if they do not fall under the Jones Act. In cases where U.S. maritime workers are on board a foreign registered vessel, they could still have certain rights under the U.S. maritime laws and acts. In other situations, they could be protected by maritime laws of the nation where the foreign ship is registered. However, this is not always the case. Some countries have rather limited maritime laws, maritime workers' protections, working condition regulations, and other such things typically found in the United States. Working on a vessel in a country with a limited protection could make it more difficult to seek compensation for personal injuries and or may limit the amount of compensation provided. Why you need to hire a maritime accident attorney? If you or a loved one are injured while on board a vessel, no matter which water the ship was in, it is on your best interest to consult with a maritime accident attorney as soon as possible. Depending on which maritime laws and acts apply to your case, there can be specific deadlines you must satisfy in order to be able to file a claim. In cases where you need to file your claim against a foreign employers, while a foreign country's maritime laws could take effect, it is still better to get assistance from an offshore accident lawyer. It is not uncommon for a ship to be owned by a company in one country while it is registered in another. For instance, a major petroleum company could be based out of the United States but may register its ships in the Bahamas. This can further complicate claims for personal injuries when they occur and in international waters. Do you file a claim against the employer using U.S. laws or Bahamian laws? A maritime injury attorney can answer your question and guide you through the next steps. I think that's all, guys, the information that I can share to you. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. And if you need information about maritime topics, you are in the right channel, because in this channel we talk about it a lot, guys. And don't forget to share this video to your friends, family, and your loved one. Maybe they need information about maritime topics. And guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give a like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. Bye bye. See you in another video.